you stumbled upon this video out of nowhere with no context whatsoever, I apologize. This video is just a random compilation of my thoughts and feelings as a small content creator, so maybe let me build up some background first. I have been creating all different sorts of things on the internet for a long while. My first breakthrough was on Instagram, where I did anime and cartoon OC content. It was all cool and fun until after the pandemic people just yeeted out, and before I realized I was here all alone, so it was time to move on to another platform. And because at that time I started watching people streaming on Twitch, I decided to give it a go there. At first it was confusing, but it shouldn't be much of a surprise. I had literally no one watching me, and only occasional randos that just wanted to annoy me came and went away. But because I opted for setting up my native language as default, and I was streaming art back in the days, at some point people started to visit my channel. You know, when there are 15 artists streaming in this category at most, it's not that hard to be noticed in a non-English sphere. So, soon enough, I actually had a group of people who almost always came back whenever I started streaming. It was really nice. I got an affiliate after 1 or 2 months, and soon enough I was slowly more and more recognizable around VTubers from my country. For better or worse. That's when things started to get a bit overwhelming for me. You may think with a smaller group of streamers you have less competition or whatever, but the truth is the space that we were filling was also very small, so it felt crowded, in a way that if someone did something controversial or just some gossip went around about them, it was almost impossible not to hear about it, and it was awful. Suffocating. Because of that, I started to get too much into others' business instead of focusing on myself and my own ideas. And with that, another thing came in that was constantly comparing myself with others and their content. It was frustrating at times when I really worked my hardest on some projects and saw not much of any growth, while others could do something not unique at all and got better results. I don't blame those people, don't get me wrong, it's just looking at that you start to wonder if what you do even makes any sense, if it's worth all the time I spend on it. Like, why am I even doing it to begin with? Somewhere in this desperate need for confirmation in the form of appreciation towards my work, I lost the fun I had while doing all of it. To clarify, it's not like no one noticed my efforts. My friends were always there to reassure me and give me feedback, but sometimes you just need to hear it from a person who is a total stranger that what you're doing is good. Many people would probably just give up at this point, stop with the content creation, but not me! I am way too stubborn, so I started thinking about what path I should choose if I'm not feeling well on the one that I was walking on back then. This part of the story I plan on telling on one of the streams at some point, so I'm going to skip a few months from my life in this video. Don't worry, even if you won't catch me live, you will be able to watch the VOD about something I will most possibly call the cosplay cafe arc of my life, but that has yet to come. So for now, long story short, I decided to do a soft rebranding, start streaming in English, and move all the video content to YouTube. Best decision of my content creator career ever. I feel way less pressured. I don't see any other people around on the side with those frustrating red dots and numbers right next to it glaring at me constantly. I found my fun, the one I lost at some point while being at the purple platform. I try doing new stuff, I just have fun playing the games on stream. Hell, I even do YouTube shorts and videos, not of the best quality, but still. Of course, there are some things that I miss, and by some things, I mean one thing, and that thing is 7TV, my beloved. But overall, I'm back to my old self that wanted to show her creativity in many different ways, and to see you guys watching my videos, liking my shorts, chilling on my streams, I couldn't ask for anything more. And it's not like I regret spending so much time on Twitch. I met my closest friends there. I got to know extremely supportive people who still come up to me out of their own goodness of heart, offering their help. I learned a lot back then, I experienced even more, and I'm just happy that I didn't let my passion die down, even when doubts kept creeping in. So I guess the conclusion we should all have from this story is, if you ever think about giving up, maybe try in a new place instead. You may be surprised.